Tuesday, and I am getting ready for the day. Not to work, because my hours got cut pretty short right now because of COVID-19, and so I'm not working every single day of the week. Currently, I don't know how long this is gonna go on. I have been working from home, and that was, working really well in my opinion. Actually, everyone had the option of working from home, but there was also an option to go into the office because some people, may live rurally and they don't have very good internet. So the office has been open, but people who can work from home are encouraged to work from home. So that's what I had been doing, but I got an email yesterday. Everyone's hours are being cut. This is the second time that everyone's hours are being cut in some way. They're not all being cut equally, and I guess that's at the discretion of the company to decide who and how much. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and get ready today, and I wanted to show you guys what I've basically been doing for a quick routine. So I start off for my makeup. I started off with my Rodan & Fields Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen, just to kind of moisturize, but also get a little bit of skin protection. I am very fair skinned, so I do freckle easily. I've got a lot of freckles on my shoulders from whenever I've gone to the beach and I didn't put on enough sunscreen. So I'm doing that for my face, and I am then gonna go and put on CoverGirl's CG Smoothers BB Cream, tinted moisturizer, and sunscreen. So just even more protection, and this is the Fair to Light tone, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. So I do that, and I like that it doesn't cover a lot because I really prefer to not have a lot of makeup on my face. I think that when people can do makeup really well and they use the really heavy foundations and it goes on their skin really well and it doesn't look cakey, I think that looks great. I have yet to find the right kind of foundation for me that doesn't look cakey. So I'm just going with this tinted moisturizer, so it's not super heavy, so it doesn't look like it's caking on my face. It looks like it's just kind of boosting my, I don't know, skin tone. It does add a little bit of coverage. It's not very heavy at all. So if you're looking for heavy coverage, do not go with this one. But it's a very nice, just light start. You could probably add it to your foundation if you're wanting to like mix it in. I don't know if that's a no-no. I'm not a huge like makeup person. I'm not a guru at this. I'm a novice when it comes to makeup. So I am very particular about my makeup though. I want it to look good. I don't want it to look like I'm a novice when I'm putting my makeup on. So I do my best, and if something doesn't work, then I don't use it or I don't do it again. Because I'm not into just wearing makeup just to wear it. I want to wear it for it to look decent and like I knew what I was doing. Even though I don't always know what I'm doing. Half of what I'm doing is me just like playing around and trying to figure things out, which of course is why I have yet to find a foundation that I really like that doesn't cake on. I have very dry skin, and so whenever I put on foundation, it seems to just amplify the dryness, and so I hate that. I can't stand getting like close up in the mirror and then seeing, you know, if someone were to stand really close to me, they'd be able to see the flaws, and I don't like that. So, yeah. Also, I have yet to figure out if I really like using a brush or if I like using the beauty blender or the beauty sponge, whatever it's called. I think I'm starting to like using this, using the brush better. I think after you blend it really well, it starts to actually go into the skin and look more like skin and not look like it's sitting on top of your face. So I do that, and I like the way that it looks. It looks like I've got something on my face, but it also looks like, I mean, you can still see my natural tones coming through. The pinks on my cheeks are still coming through. The yellow on my forehead is still coming through. And you can still see some of the discoloration, the blue and purple in under my eye. That's fine. I don't mind that. Sometimes I will go in and add a little bit of corrector, but it's not so bad that sometimes whenever I put my eyeshadow on the bottom of my eyelid, sometimes that helps take away from that. I feel like I have a hair right on my face somewhere. But yeah, so that's, I have doubled up on this whenever I've gone in to put my makeup on. I've done one layer and then I've done a second layer, and it does build nicely, but today I'm not doing that. And I also really like how it still looks kind of dewy. I've been doing a lot of matte finishes, and I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like my foundation, is because I put matte foundation on my dry skin, and that does not work very well at all. So after I do that, I will go in and kind of brush out my eyebrows. And I don't use eyebrow pencils because I have very thick eyebrows. They grow very nicely on their own. I do like to shape them, but I don't do it very often. What I do is I use a light brown, pretty close to my hair color, of eyeshadow, and I just go in and I fill it in a little bit in the spots that seem to have a little bit less hair, and I just follow the shape of my eyebrow. So yeah, it is a little bit darker, but I like to have my eyebrows kind of standing out anyway, because that helps shape your face. And so then I will brush it out, and there it is. So you can definitely see the difference between the one that I put a little bit of eyeshadow in and the one that I did not. My eyebrows do not grow necessarily the exact same shape, but I've always heard that saying that like eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And on this eyebrow that I'm currently putting the eyeshadow in, I had a cyst right there, and it grew about the size of my thumbnail. It was very big. I was very self-conscious about it. I had to go in and have it surgically removed because they could not freeze it off. Did they try to freeze it off? I don't remember. Is that right? Freezing off a cyst? I don't think you freeze cysts off. I think I said that wrong. I've had a wart on my foot frozen, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But anyway, the cyst had to be removed surgically. It was done in an office. It wasn't a big deal. But it was scary having this doctor's like surgical devices right above my eye. I could see everything he was doing, so that was kind of scary. But so he pulled it out, and he showed it to me. It looked like a moldy sponge. I'm sure this is a really great conversation to be having right now that you guys are really enjoying that. But anyway, all that to say, because of that, there's a scar there and the hair doesn't grow as much right there, and so it's a little thin with the hair there. But anyway, that's what I do to my eyebrows. Then sometimes if I'm feeling really excited about the day, I will just put on a little bit of eyeshadow just to give my eyelids some color. I do not build my eyeshadows very much. If I'm going to like a decent outing, I will. But, again, I'm a novice when it comes to makeup, so I just do kind of whatever I'm in the mood to do for the day. And today I'm just not doing much. Hi, baby. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use my e.l.f. highlight, blush, and bronzer palette and just add a little bit of color into my face, and then I will pretty much be done. Don't make fun of me if it looks like I'm blending like an amateur, because I am an amateur. And that's another thing about makeup, is I don't like to see like just a streak across my face of whatever powder I'm putting on, whether it's blush or highlighter, but especially bronzer, because that can obviously be really noticeable. And then I just bring it down into my neck, because then again, I don't like to see a line. When I was in college, I noticed that a lot. Girls would do their makeup really heavy, and one thing that bothered the heck out of me was seeing just like a line of it on their forehead. It wasn't even necessarily on their chin, but you could see it on their forehead. And I just kept thinking, I barely wore makeup back then, but I kept thinking to myself, don't you see that? Like, don't you want to fix that and blend it out or do whatever, like put it up into your hair, which sometimes, actually most of the time I will do, because I have very fine thin hair and you can see through it. So I like to just bring that bronzer up into it. That helps darken it a little bit. Also, I am in that phase where I'm losing hair by the tons. I started that, Henry is 6 months old. I started that 3 months ago when he was 3 months old, and it's just, it has not gotten any better. I'm really looking forward to the day that I stop losing all of my hair. Okay, I'm gonna do my blush now. You always smile when you put your blush on. I like to look a little sun-kissed, and I think that that really helps that look when you just bring a little bit of your leftover blush, sometimes bronzer, onto your nose. And then of course your forehead too. Of course. As if I know what I'm doing. Guys, I just do what I do. I'm just not a makeup professional at all. You will never see me starting a makeup channel, because there's just better channels out there for makeup. But anyway, this is basically, oh, hold on. Jumping the gun. I have really long eyelashes, and I like to accentuate that. So I love to get the kind of mascara that really boosts and elongates. Like, I like my eyelashes to stick yards off my face. I think that it's one of my favorite things about makeup. And that is basically my everyday go-to look. I know that took really long on camera, but this would have taken me 5 minutes had I not been trying to explain and chat with you guys the entire time. What do you think of being outside, huh? now that it's warmer, we've been taking some walks. I like to get a little bit of, I say cardio, but it's really not that extensive of walking. It's pretty leisurely, but it's good to get outside and stroll and get your blood pumping, get a little bit of exercise, and breathe some fresh air, huh? Hi.
Hi.
Yep, we're going outside. Do you like being outside?
Yeah.
Stop sign?
Johnny.
I think we're gonna go right.
No.
Kind of circle back around to our house.
No.
Yep. Do we have to stop at the stop sign and look?
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's go right. So my neighbor gave me some strawberry plants, and I'm hoping that I can plant them right here in this rock bed that we have without them dying. I know that they can pretty much go off of full sun, so I'm hoping that they will do well right here. Well guys, it's been a pretty great day. It's been one of those days that it has been really long, but it's been good. So some of the things that we did today feels like I did them days ago, but it hasn't been one of those days that drags on. It just has been filled with so much stuff that we had fun doing that it just feels like it's been a really long time. So I just wanted to go ahead and close the vlog here tonight. I'm gonna get everything edited and hopefully uploaded and move on to the next vlog. Matthew and I are in the process of finishing up Henry's room. So I'm excited to show you guys and do a tour of his room here, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Show you guys some of the things that my brother and I worked on. He and I built a few things. So I'm excited. Matthew and I are looking forward to a lot of things we plan to do to the house this year to kind of spruce it up and make it our own and kind of bring it out of old lady town. So I'm excited to bring you guys along on that. So I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you guys being here. I know I haven't been very consistent lately. I'm sorry. But I do appreciate you guys. I love having you guys here. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my videos. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.